Guys, the rat here. So the other day I watched um what's it called? Superman Red Sun, and it was actually, I think it was a pretty bad movie. I don't really think it deserves, I don't think it got any praise. I haven't watched reviews on it, but I actually thought it was a really bad movie. I really did not think it was good at any way, shape, or form. I actually thought it was bad. If you guys are wondering why I don't have my sniper set up, is because I've been doing the, what's it called? The the launcher challenges. I think I'm gonna do this one today. And actually it's been a very pain in the ass. I don't know, it's fucking horrible. I really hate it. I'm still stuck on the Sigma. Like, here it is. It's a pain in the ass. I don't know who in Treyarch thought this was a good fucking idea to do these, but yeah, I'm still working on it, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and yeah, it is not fun at all. And I'm gonna try to level up my Street Sweeper. I leveled it up because I've been taking sort of breaks for my fucking mental health, but I do think that dark matter is worth it, and I'm gonna. Ooh, fuck! Sniper's only mosh pit. I should try that out. Anyways, back on the movie. I watched the movie yesterday, and I thought it was pretty ass. I haven't read the comic. Well, not at all. But I thought it was really bad. There was no character development, and everything just felt way too fast. It's a problem that I have with DC movies. They're always so fucking fast. Like, why are they so? Why the fuck is there creative class? And it has okay, that's fucking. What? Okay, well that was fucking weird. Anyways, it's a problem that I have with DC animated movies. They're all so fucking, like, so fucking. Oh, that looks fucking cool. They're all so slow, or like so fucking like, not slow, so fucking fast. Like, a fast pace is a good thing, I would say it is, but it's so fucking annoying how you could be watching this movie and it's an hour, and like, I think this movie was an hour and 30 or 40 minutes. It needs more time. It needs more time. I don't give a shit if it's gonna be like the Jack Snyder cut where it's like 4 fucking hours long. I think it needs to be longer. Like, holy shit, why is it so short? Like, I don't understand why it's so short. Like, I get that maybe like they need to, because I think the comic book, and then it's like a years later that they release it, which is fine with me. I don't really feel like they need to rush a movie, but I do feel like um what the fuck is the reasoning? Why is it always 1 hour and that's long? Maybe there's a movie that's 2 hours. Like, I've watched a lot of DC animated movies, and they've always felt so short to me. Like, the Dark Knight Returns series, like, where like Batman's old and shit, and he gets a fucking girl Robin who's a ginger, because Gotham is way worse and everything like that. You guys know about that one? Well, you guys probably don't. Can I fucking kill people with my fist? Yeah, but that movie is like so fucking, it's like good, right? It's good, but it's still has the same problem, because I read that comic book, and the comic book was really good. I suggest you guys watching it. I meant reading it, not watching it. And if you can't afford the comic book, then I guess like watch the movie. I don't know what the movie is on for say, but I do suggest watching them. What the fuck? This guy just tried fisting me, gay ass bitch. Okay. Oh shit, I do suggest watching the movie if you don't like reading. I don't like reading. I fucking hate reading. I kind of despise reading. It's one of the things that I do hate that we have to do in school. I don't know if you guys had to deal with this, but when I was like somebody fucking texted me. When I was a kid, we had to do this thing called AR, and you had to read. Ooh, fuck, man. We had to do this thing where you had to read and do a test, and it was honestly not really fun. But I fucking hated it as a kid, and I still hate reading to this day. I don't get why reading is such a big deal in school. Like what the fuck? It's like I get what they're trying to do and get the emphasis that we should read, but I don't really like reading to begin with. Like, oh fuck, I'm so bad. Get fucked. Oh, you should be fucking embarrassed. I do get that they're trying to get an emphasis of us reading, but reading is not something that I like to do. And I do read comic books, and yeah, once in a blue moon I'll get in a mood to read a comic book, and I like reading comics, but I don't like reading like big fucking chapter books where like it's 3 pages long. Like, to be honest, when I first got my Scott Pilgrim comic book, I don't know if you guys know what Scott Pilgrim is. It's on Netflix, I'm pretty sure right now. But that's like my favorite series behind like Batman. Well, I don't think Batman's a series, but man, is it a series? I don't think. It's more branding. I think, yeah, branding. Well, yeah, Scott Pilgrim's like one of my favorite series. Like everything, to the game, to the movie, and to the comic books. I would say that the comic book is way better than, you know, the movie. But like, wait, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, when I first got my comic book of Scott Pilgrim, I read it a lot, and I still read it like every year. And it's one of the comic books that I read all the time, and it's a really good comic book. And it's like, I don't like reading, but like I have dyslexia, and it like actually hurts my head if I read for a long time. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but when I read those big chapter books, I just dreaded it at school because it would hurt my head, and you would have to take a test, so it was like manual for you to at least understand what was going on and reading. So like, to be honest, like, why was reading such a big man, a big fucking deal in school? Like, I want to understand why it was such a big deal and why it is a big deal. I don't understand why it's a big deal. Like, props to you if you like reading. I know nobody's gonna be watching this video, but props to you if you like reading. But why is this such a big deal in school? What the fuck? Oh, well, I guess I'll talk about the movie, because I kind of just went on a rant. Yeah, so the movie is about what if Superman landed in, whatchamacallit, like, in Russia, and it's a good concept, and I like it, and I like how it goes, but I do feel like the movie is too short, and it doesn't cover a lot of things that needs to be covered. I like the Batman design in that movie a lot, actually. I wish there was a figure for it, but surprisingly there's not. And I think that one's like my favorite fucking Batman costume, to be honest. And basically the movie's just Superman's a dictator and stuff like that, and he learns how to stop being a dictator. Well, not really not learn, but he does try to stop to being a dictator, because everybody's like, yo, you're being a dumbass, and he's like, I don't give a shit, and then, like, you know, stuff like that. And it's a good movie. Well, not good, I do feel like it does suffer from what I've been saying this past, like, it doesn't have enough film time. And it's the same way that I feel about Naruto. I meant Boruto. Like, fuck Boruto. I think if anybody watched my video, my last video, I fucking hate and despise Boruto. Like, why the fuck did they ruin the series anyways? It's like how I feel about Boruto. There's no character development. I mean, there kinda is, but it's kinda shit character development, and he's like a shitty character. And it's like that. But in this movie, at least there's some character development, but it's kind of doo-doo. Like it's kind of just like at the end of the movie, like he turns worse and worse throughout the movie, I guess. I guess you can call that character development, but like it's kind of doo-doo. Like he just learns from the end, and it's like he just continues until like somebody's like, oh, something something that Brainiac said, that Brainiac did, and it makes him realize. But that's just like, I don't know. I felt like it should have been slowly, like him at least understanding. But I don't know. I could be wrong that he was understanding. I don't know. But it really didn't feel like it. It kind of just felt like he didn't give a shit, and he just like was like, I'm doing it the right way. This is the way that it needs to be done. I know he understood that what he was doing was wrong, because he talks a lot about like how he's doing it. Fuck, am I gonna have to? I don't give a shit. The movie's been out for like so long already. If you haven't fucking seen it, it's not my fault, man. And I guess he does realize what he did wrong. It does feel like he does understand, because he goes to the gulag, and that's where he fucking kills Joseph Stalin after the movie. And that scene was kind of just like, what the fuck? You know, it was like, what the fuck? I don't have any problem with that scene. I do feel like I understood why he did it, but like it was still a what the fuck moment. Like, holy shit. Like, he just fucking vaporized Joseph Stalin, and it was so cool. Like, it was kind of cool. And I don't know, that scene was fucking epic. Yeah. But I do know, I feel like he did understand what he was doing was wrong, but he really didn't give a shit, because like he puts these because in the mid movie he starts putting these things inside of people's brains to make them like know better. Like, I don't fucking know, like your mom beating the shit out of you, and then you're like, oh fuck, and then she puts a chip in your mind to make you like think better, like to agree with him and do what he says, kind of like mind control. And whatchamacallit, this is what kind of makes him seem bad, and Wonder Woman doesn't like that. Okay, I don't get why I'm explaining the movie, fuck. Well, and I just don't really like, I just feel like a lot of it was just bad run time. Like, it needs to be longer. It's like DC movies. I don't know if you guys watch DC movies, well, animated movies. They have like, how can I explain? They have like so little runtime. It like, that's how I feel about it. So little runtime, and there's just no time to do shit. Like, the movie's so fast paced. Like, yeah, it's badass and it's got superheroes and shit, but I want character development, and I want a story that's like makes me think afterwards. And it's like, yeah, I should watch other movies in this fucking company. Maybe, yeah, you're right, but I like superhero movies, and I like the DC brand. It's my favorite brand. I'm not very into Marvel. If anything, I can't get into Marvel movies. I know that might sound shocking, but Marvel movies are just so fucking boring to me. And it's like, the comedy sucks. It's not fucking funny. I don't think I've ever laughed at a Marvel movie. Like, praise Jesus that I haven't. But it's so boring, and it's so like unfunny. Like, they try to be so funny so hard that it doesn't make me laugh. Like, I don't know why it doesn't make me laugh. I wish I could enjoy Marvel, but I can't. It's like, I don't understand why people like Marvel movies. I try to understand it, and it's boring. The only character that I think I liked was Thanos, which was because he was a cool ass character, and you know, he had a reason to be bad. It was like a good reason, and I got behind it. But that's the only character that I do like. And I do understand where he was coming from and everything. And I just can't get behind it. And it's like another thing. All fucking Marvel villains just fucking die in their movie. And it's just like, what the like, It's like, what the fuck? It's like, I don't get why people like Marvel. And it's like the comic books may be good. I never really read one. I think I've only read like Venom because I like Spider-Man, and that's the only like Marvel branding that is good to me. Spider-Man, like Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, but I do not like the new fucking Tom Holland movies. It's not Spider-Man to me. That is not Spider-Man to me. The new Tom Holland Spider-Man. If you guys have ever watched Spider-Man, like, it's not cool. It's not Spider-Man, and it's not what I think Spider-Man would be. Okay. Anyways, I was speaking about Tom Holland. I do not think Tom Holland is a good Spider-Man movie. I'm planning on making a review or an essay like on it. Um like like essay, and if you guys want an essay, you know, tell me in the comments below. I'm so down to make one. And I was thinking of, there's a project that I'm working on. I've been working on a lot of projects actually, but that's just my personal thing. I've been planning to make a Red Dead Redemption 2 review. Fuck man, my phone. A Red Dead Redemption 2 review, and just a Red Dead Redemption series, because I think Red Dead Redemption is a good game. And let me talk about Tom Holland and why I do not think it's a good movie. The reasons why I don't think it's a good movie is because, like, Spider-Man, I don't know if you guys know this, but Spider-Man isn't really a movie where it's like, oh wow, this and that. It's kind of just a movie where, like, it's kind of a series that Spider-Man struggles. Like, he needs to be relatable. Like, he doesn't have all the money. He doesn't have, he's not good with the girls, and you know, it needs to be relatable. That's what Stan Lee said and set out it to make it. And in Tom Holland, he doesn't have any struggles, and he doesn't have any problems. He's just Spider-Man. He's just a fucking kid that has a spider suit. And throughout the whole movie, he doesn't get punished for things that he does, and he doesn't get in trouble for things that he does. And it's just a bad, it's not a bad movie. I would agree that it isn't a bad movie, but it is a bad Spider-Man movie. I do not like anything. Even in the new one, there's nothing I like in it. It's awkward with the in my opinion, it was awkward with the romance, but a lot of people disagree with me, and I'm okay with that. I'm free for like criticism, but the movie is the Tom Holland movies have not been Spider-Man movies. They just been a fucking teenager movie. New Homecoming, I think that's what it's called. Homecoming was just shit. Like, it was a good movie. It was a good movie, but it was not a Spider-Man movie. There was no drive, and it's like, what the fuck? The reason why Spider-Man is Spider-Man is because, like, he wants to be a superhero, which I guess you could say is relatable, but it's just not what I wanted. And I get that you need to make a new for movies. You can't just produce the same thing over and over again, and I'm all for that new, baby, but like, what makes Far From Home and a Spider-Man movie? I've never sat down and ever see anybody tell me why the fuck this is a Spider-Man movie. I just see why it's a good movie, and I do admit it is a good movie. It has good characters. It has like a good, I mean, it does have a good part where it is a Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man realizes that the suit doesn't make him Spider-Man, which I like, but then he gets a new suit in like Far From Home, which defeats the whole purpose of that whole thing. It was like, that movie would have been good if it didn't have that scene from Far From Home. Why couldn't he just have like a shitty suit, and it would be like, oh yeah, he can be a hero without a suit. I remember that, you know, like, it would make sense. But no, he just gets a fucking new suit, and everything's fine, and like, everything's fine, and he like saves the day because he gets a new fucking suit, and we're all supposed to sit there and be all like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Like, I was like, no, I was like, why the fuck does he get a new suit if the last movie was like, hey yo, Spider-Man baby, you don't need a suit, and now he gets a suit, and I find it so fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is that even? I just don't get that part. Anybody can disagree with me, but I feel like Homecoming just gets fucking shitted on when the new movie just throws that concept away and is like, you know what? Let's give him a new fucking like, I don't need Spider-Man to have a new suit. I don't fucking need that. What the fuck is this Dragon Ball Z where Goku's turning into Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan Blue in a quarterment of like one series and a few episodes? Like, no, this isn't fucking Dragon Ball. Like, it makes sense in Dragon Ball, well, kinda, but in fucking Spider-Man, I don't need new suits unless like it's needed. Like maybe if he's like actually fucking needs it, like maybe like it's like Batman versus Superman. Like Batman needs the suit to destroy Superman. Okay, all right then, but like I don't know. I just don't like that they kind of just shit on Homecoming and give him a new suit uh for like God knows what reason. Maybe I need to watch the movie and I could be completely wrong about this, which I could be, but I think it's just hypocritical, and he just keeps on getting new suits. Like in Endgame, this motherfucker gets that fucking spider suit, and like it's cool, it's a badass suit, right? But it's just not like it's just why is he getting new suits if the whole premise was that he doesn't need a suit to be Spider-Man? You know, like why does he get all this shit and he's just all in? Yeah, it's like, and in Far From Home, he gets these glasses that like that what's his name? Buck. That Tony Stark gives him, and they're important. They basically control the fucking world, which I don't know how the fuck he's not going to jail for that. But like, he gives it to what's his name? Fuck, I don't know his name. I'm not gonna fucking remember it, but you know what I'm talking about if you watch the movie. He gives it to them, and he has no consequences. Like, he has no fucking consequence for giving that guy fucking glasses. Fucking Tony Stark's glasses, the ones that can rule the world, for meeting him for not even that fucking long. Like, I know that he doesn't want to be Spider-Man. I think that was something that he didn't want to. No, wait, fuck, no, hold up, guys, scratch that. He didn't want to be. He felt like he needed to be a new Tony Stark, and he felt like this guy would be a good Tony Stark by meeting him for like, I don't know. Well, it's not that he thought he would be a good Tony Stark. Fuck, I forgot why he gave it to him. I just remember he gave it to him because he thought he would be good at something, which I find stupid. Like, absolutely fucking stupid. A guy that you met for like a little bit and you're just giving him fucking, like, what? Like glasses that can take over the world. And guess what? This motherfucker turns out to be evil. Oh shit. Who would have thought? And that's when I'm just like, this movie's fucking stupid and I fucking hate it. Like, I'm sorry to be like bad about it, but it's just how I felt when I saw that. I was like, this is so fucking stupid, and like, he doesn't get punished. Like, this motherfucker does not get punished. This little bitch does not get punished for doing that. He just rides home scot-free, fuck, like, no punishment, like, nothing at all. Like, at the end of the movie, his identity gets revealed, which is kind of crazy, but we haven't had a new installment of the movie, so, you know, we're still left on a cliffhanger, or I think so. I haven't really been tagging along with the Marvel since I don't really like it all that much. But he doesn't really get any discipline. He's just fine. He's just a fine little guy doing absolutely nothing. He's just a fine little guy that just doesn't get away with anything. And, you know, props to him, but I just simply don't really like that he doesn't get away with anything. My Spider-Man that I see is the one that I watched in. Who's the guy that directed it? Let me think. It's the guy that directed the Evil Dead movies. It's the really old one. That Spider-Man, he faces a lot of punishment. Like, when he's Spider-Man, he can't go to what's her fucking Mary Jane's like theater scene, or like whatever the fuck she was doing. I think it was a theater scene. He can't make it to that, and she gets mad at him, which is totally understandable. He gets punished for being Spider-Man, and I like that. I like that concept. But in Tobey Maguire, I know he's not the one that directed it, but I just like to call it Tobey Maguire because that's the Spider-Man in it. I think the actor, he doesn't get punished at all. Like, this guy does not get fucking punished. I know I've been saying that a lot. I'm probably sounding repetitive at this point, but yeah, that's just the reason why. And it's like this old movie, it's like I like it so much, and it's what I like. And you know, he gets punished. I need to stop saying he gets, you know, he like doesn't want to be Spider-Man for reasons that are good reasons, like messes up his life. But I watched this movie and I see nothing Spider-Man-y. Like, yeah, he has a Spider-Man suit, and it's fucking weird. Like, at the end of the movie, Mary Jane, no, not Mary Jane, whatever the fuck her grandma name is. I forget characters easily, but like, whatever her name is, finds out that he's Spider-Man, and I thought this would be a unique dynamic. Like, what if she doesn't want him to be Spider-Man, you know, for his safety, which was a lot of thing that her grandma wanted in the old movies and even in the comics, which was, you know, nice to see. But you know, now he doesn't like in now she's just okay with it. She's okay with her teenage son being a superhero, and he can die at any moment. It's like, who the fuck auntie is this, man? Like it would be more understandable if she didn't give a shit about it. Didn't give a shit about him being a superhero, and was like, nah, fam, I don't want you being a superhero. You know what I mean? That would make sense. Anyways, that's been all. Don't subscribe, and thank you for watching my